Hello and welcome to Desimartini. My name is Sandeep, and right now I have with me Apeksha and Dibyendu. Well, the two of them are coming together for Sony LIV's Undekhi. Hello to the two of you and welcome to the podcast.
Hi,
Hello.
Sandeep.
Hi, Sandeep. Hi,
Hi.
Apeksha.
Hi, sir.
Okay, Dibyendu, firstly, I'd like to begin with you. What exactly was your driving point as far as Undekhi was concerned? I saw the trailer; it was pretty gripping. It was very gripping. What actually made you say yes to it, to the script? Yeah.
Yeah, cutting the long story short, it is if I need to tell about Undekhi, I can tell I can speak hours about it because I am so fascinated about it. So it is basically a real life event based series. You can understand by the teaser only. So first, if you see the first teaser, there is a mutilated body there in one cop is coming and investigating it. So you can understand I'm playing a role of a cop who is investigating the murder. So I am DSP Barun Ghosh from WBP, West Bengal Police. So you can understand my role. Okay, you can understand my role. If you say that why I'm so intrigued about the, of course, my character. He is a sharp, witty guy, sharp, love for Bollywood, love for life. He has a love for food, and at the same time, he's quite vulnerable. So he has it is his last year of service in the police. So he has to prove something. So there are. So it is completely flesh and blood character. So this kind of character, you have to go pour into that character and then see the character to flourish. So that is the main point for me to say yes to the script. And another aspect of the series is the script. Script is the king of the show. So written by Siddharth Sengupta, Varun Vadola, and Umesh Patlekar, and it's a fantastic script. When I read the script for the first time, I couldn't मैं उठ नहीं पाया. वो एक साथ मैंने 10 एपिसोड पढ़ा और इतना फास्ट पेस्ड है, इतना टर्न एंड ट्विस्ट है, अनएक्सपेक्टेड टर्न एंड ट्विस्ट है. आपको पता ही नहीं चलता कि नेक्स्ट कौन सा एक्टर कब कैसा बिहेव करे, कैसा, because सारे इंटरपर्सनल रिलेशनशिप ऑफ एवरी कैरेक्टर्स डायनामिक सब मिला के टर्न एंड ट्विस्ट साथ it's actually it keeps you on the edge of your seat. So these are two things. And of course after that when you work जब मैंने ये पढ़ी तब पता चला कि applause के साथ मैंने पहले काम कर चुका था criminal justice. So तो एक फैमिलिटी भी है कि अच्छा प्रोडक्शन हाउस है, strong Siddharth Sengupta, then there's a applause team, Saminar. So it's like it's a fantastic collaboration. So of course for an actor you are like so many things to say yes to for a production.
Right. Apeksha, तुम बताओ, what was perhaps the most interesting part of the web series?
So when
Sorry, it's not a web series; it's a film, right?
No, it's a web series.
It's
it is
series,
a 10 episode.
It's a 10 episode.
Yeah. So for me, the point where so like I'm a newcomer, right? And I had been auditioning for a bit, and there were some roles which were interesting, some which were not that interesting. But honestly, like for me, when I auditioned for Undekhi, as we're always told that when you're an actor and you're auditioning for a script, don't get attached to it because there's so much rejection, there's so much that you have to go through before you finally get like a good project, right? But I swear when I read the script and when it was a one-pager for my role, which is Koyal, it was just a one-page script. And when I read that audition script, I was like, I want this part. Like by hook or by crook, I have to get it because I just fell in love with two things, which is A, my character, and B, the story. Like the story is so gripping. It is so relevant also because it is based on true events which which happen day to day. We hear about it, and as the name goes, we sort of unsee it and move on with our lives. So so the story is, I think, for this show, the king. It is the story, and also my character, which is Koyal, which is such an interesting character. It is the pole apart of what I have ever been in my life. She's a tribal girl from Sundarbans, from West Bengal. That has been her world. Even in the show, I have like very few lines, very few, that too in broken Hindi, broken Bangla. She's a classic example of a product of her circumstances, of everything that her childhood has been. And it leads to a point where, you know, like you saw in the teaser, her sister is shot dead in front of her while dancing.
Yes.
And it ensues from there. So I was sold at the character and the arc that Koyal has in the entire show.
Acha, Apeksha, this one particular point that you just made, the sister has been shot by this, person who's really powerful, and he's got some nice and very strong background. This very premise is very much similar to No One Killed Jessica, where Jessica has been shot by this person who has a political background, and it's very difficult for someone who belongs to a middle class background to kind of go and catch hold of him or give him the kind of punishment he deserves. Is there a similarity in this? This particular facet or part or whatever you might call it is concerned.
I'd say Jessica's case is the one that got famous, that got all the attention, but it is not one of its kind. This is based on a lot of incidents which happened like that anyway, which may or may not get media attention at all. And it is
that's right, absolutely.
Yeah, and it is also specifically inspired from celebratory firing that happens in weddings, in sort of these kind of backgrounds as well. And so it's not specifically from that, but a lot of these incidents that happen. I think Dibyendu sir was also adding to this.
Dibyendu, you tell me, you have been a part of some really, really good films, One of my favorite films in which you were a part of is Chittagong. So you've got to tell me that, you were a part of television series as well. Television shows as well. And correct me if I'm wrong.
At 24 season 1. You're breaking actually.
Achha. When this is your first web series, if I'm not wrong.
No.
This isn't your first web series. You were a part of which web series before this?
I am a part of Sacred Game season 1, Jam Tara, Pakistan, Selection Day, and Lal Bazaar.
My bad.
Criminal Justice. Applause के साथ मैंने इसके पहले वाला काम जो किया था Applause Entertainment के साथ वो Criminal Justice किया था. अब ये second show है मेरा Applause पे.
Right.
So I've done almost like 10-12 web series. Right.
Oh, okay. Achha, so Dibyendu, you've got to tell me that you have been a part of television shows, you've been a part of films, you've been a part of web series as well, the OTT platform as they call it today. What exactly is the main difference that you find or you call out between these three mediums? In terms of the script, in terms of blocking a particular scene or the mise-en-scene for that matter. Difference kya hai?
Difference. So if you see, I'm a student of theatre. I've started my career in theatre in 1988.
Achha, okay.
Then I was doing theatre in Calcutta. Then I was awarded Best Actor by APTA in 1993. Then I joined National School of Drama. Then 3 years वहाँ नाटक किया. फिर उसके बाद NSD Repertory Company में 3 साल नाटक किया. फिर 2000 साल में मैं बॉम्बे आ गया. Monsoon Wedding was the first film. So till then I was doing theatre. So theatre is a completely different media, or I can say it's the mother of acting. So acting,
yes, absolutely.
It's a mother of acting. Acting basically वहीं शुरू हो जाती है. और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि थिएटर में क्या होता है? थिएटर में सब कुछ फुटबॉल में जैसे पेनल्टी होता है. It's 1-on-1. आपके साथ 1-on-1000. आप हो उसके बाद आपके साथ 1000 ऑडियंस आपके साथ बैठे हुए. You cannot fumble. If you fumble, then it is also noticeable. So थिएटर के बाद सीधा आपका डिस्टिंक्शन ये आ जाता है फिल्मों का कि फिल्म जो है फिल्म एक आंखों के थ्रू दिखा जाता है, वो आईज लेंस के थ्रू देखा जाता है, वो उसके बाद उसको एडिटेट करके आपको ऑडियंस तक पहुंचाया जाता है, उसको एडिट किया जाता है, जो कोई शॉट अच्छा नहीं लगा उसको एडिट किया, दोबारा रीशूट किया। तो कि थिएटर को आर्काइव नहीं किया जा सकता था, अभी थोड़ा बहुत रिकॉर्डिंग होती है, बट दैट इज नॉट द थिएटर। बट सिनेमा को आर्काइव किया जाता है, सिनेमा को बार बार रिविजिट करके देखा जा सकता है। और आप ये ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म जो आ गया, अब सीरियल जो है, सीरियल एक बार ऑफ एयर हो जाता है, फिर उसके बाद आपको देखने का मौका नहीं मिलता। सीरियल इज लाइक दैट। और ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म क्या है, घर में बैठ के आप ऐसी चीज जो बार बार देख सकते हो, और वो आपके घर में आपके टाइम के हिसाब से उस चीज को वॉच कर सकते हैं। वो इस लाइक सिनेमा। तो एवरी प्लेटफॉर्म has its advantages and disadvantages, but OTT platform is a new era thing, it's a new thing, and आज की तारीख में देखिए कि when people are in the COVID situation, in social distancing, so you cannot go to the theater is not open, drama पर प्ले देखना तो बहुत दूर की बात है, कि so serial की shooting बंद है, तो what is there is it is the OTT platform, because it has a value of archive, कि आप कोई भी चीज रिसीव कर सकते हैं। मतलब आप आज एक सीरीज देखा, उस सीरीज को आपको 3 महीने बाद आपको याद है कि उस सीरीज को मैं फिर से देखना चाहता हूँ, तो वो आप रिविजिट कर सकते हैं, आपके बटन पे है वो आपके। So it is the only mode of entertainment right now. So it is huge. You can see that people are releasing their films, big budgeted films in OTT platform right now, because
yes.
So what do you mean by that? Mean is the reachability. Na? एक साथ एक सीरीज आपका रिलीज होता है, तो एक साथ सीरीज 125 कंट्री में रिलीज हो जाती है, 10 कंट्री में रिलीज हो जाती है, एक साथ होता है। इसकी रीचेबिलिटी देखिए ना, घर में बैठ के मतलब आप सबको देख सकते हैं, सब कुछ देख सकते हैं। It's like, it's beautiful. So every medium has its own advantages and disadvantages, but every medium is unique according to me.
Right. So Dibyendu, I understand every medium is unique and every medium has its own advantage and disadvantage. But at the same time, I mean, we all know it for a fact that especially people who are into media and people who have a little bit of knowledge of theater, acting, direction, that theater is the actor's medium, and as far as films are concerned, it is the director's medium. So
exactly.
Yes. So what exactly are? Firstly, I want to know what is your method as an actor, as in like if you read a particular script or the director says action, you are into the mind frame of the character that you are playing, and then the moment the director calls a cut, can you distance yourself from the character you're playing? Is it that easy?
So it's a long thing. You are actually asking a question which is like, it's a huge process, like, but the thing is that I can tell you, I'm completely agree with you that it is completely a director's medium. It is a maker's medium. First of all, there is a director who has the vision of the film, who has the objective point of view of the film, of the जो बाहर बैठ के देख रहा है, और देख किसके थ्रू रहा है, कैमरामैन की आंखों से देख रहा है, और उसको जाके एक बार फिर से किया जाएगा टेबल पे रख के एडिट, वो एडिटर का भी इनपुट आ जाता है। तो इट इज अ कंप्लीटली मेकर्स वर्ल्ड। सो आई always, when I act in a series or film or anywhere, I actually think myself as a component of it. It's a huge borrowed elaborated art form, जहाँ हर एक लोगों का हर एक क्राफ्ट इसमें जुड़ता है। तो एक्टर भी एक क्राफ्ट लेके ही आता है, एक्टर सब कुछ नहीं, ये सर्वोपरि नहीं है, मतलब लोग एक्टर एक क्राफ्ट लेके आता है। सो मैं उसी हिसाब से आता हूँ, इसीलिए मैं मॉनिटर देखता नहीं हूँ कभी, क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि वो, और जो डायरेक्टर इज वाचिंग मी एंड ही नोज दैट व्हाट ही एक्चुअली वांट्स। व्हेन ही सेज दैट आई एम ओके, इट्स फैंटास्टिक, देन आई एम डन। I don't go and watch the monitor because I don't need to see it. Now the thing is that if you ask me about the preparation of an actor, so yeah, there are a lot of ways that the people read the line. I read the line. I read the script again and again, and I memorize my lines. I ask questions about like, okay, if I am the character, if I am Apeksha, then what I am supposed to do? Because then
so you actually try to work on the background of the character. You think about the characters, like
entire psycho. Entire psychosis.
Yes,
I
entire
have to go,
cycle. That's right.
entire psychosis. I have to go back to the root of Apeksha's childhood, to search what is similarities that I have in that childhood. Then, if, it's a huge process, and now when you because and you are an actor, I'm an actor, I'm a professional actor, so I have been doing it again and again. So every time I don't need to go to that extent, because something or else, then I know that there are softer things that I can go into it, because I'm an actor, I'm a professional actor, so I am into it. So that is it. And another thing is that I always prefer to read the co-actor's line, the co-actor's line, because the co-actor's lines are more important than my lines sometimes. Because what the co-actor is saying, if I am in the character, I know my character. If I am there in the situation, then automatically I can reply her back or reply him back. So co-actors, that is the main aspect of the screenplay, that you need to understand the co-actor's line also very carefully. सिर्फ अपना line पढ़ के जाने से अच्छा काम नहीं हो पाता है. Co-actors' lines are very important. So it's a huge process, and action cut वैसा नहीं होता. अगर cut अगर बोल भी दे, फिर भी आपको अब थोड़ी देर के लिए आपको time तो लगता है, because it's a human process. तो आप अगर एक कैरेक्टर के अंदर है तो आपको उस कैरेक्टर के अंदर ही रहना पड़ता है और थोड़ी देर रहना पड़ता है, उसके बाद जाके आप उसको छोड़ते हैं. पर तो वो तो होता ही होता है, एकदम स्विच ऑन स्विच ऑफ होता नहीं.
राइट. अपेक्षा
ज्यादा कैरी करना भी अच्छा नहीं होता. और कभी कभार ये होता है, कभी कभार क्या होता है ना, कभी कभार you need to carry also sometimes, because what happens that when the camera is rolling and it's on you, there are something that might, the DOP might get, or a director might get some or other actions or nuances, so that it can be interesting, it can be magical, so you don't need to like, so that is why when action se pehle, when they say rolling or on standby, from that time only you are in the character. So it is not that action से एक सेकंड 2 सेकंड बाद पहले ही आप कैरेक्टर में घुसते हैं, क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं हो पाता है कि आप एक्शन बोले और चलना शुरू कर दिया. So it is like progression. क्योंकि क्या होता है ना कि एक मैं बहुत टेक्निकल टर्म में एक चीज को मैं थोड़ा सा समझाना चाहता हूँ. जैसे कि अगर मुझे कोई अभी देख रहा है सीन में, यहाँ देख रहा है, तो ये एक जगह से आया था, एक जगह जा रहा है. ये जो कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस है, ये प्रोसेस आपको ही होल्ड करना पड़ता है, नहीं तो ऑडियंस को पता नहीं चलेगा. You got the point? मतलब मैं आज इस सीन में हूँ तो कहीं से तो आया हूँ और मैं कहीं तो जाऊंगा. तो ये नियर पास्ट एंड नियर फ्यूचर ऑफ द कैरेक्टर, दैट एक्टर हैज टू रिमेंबर दोस थिंग्स, so
right. Apeksha, you tell me, even though I know it's for a fact that this is perhaps the very early stage of your career, but still, since you have chosen acting as your profession, you have got to tell me, as in, like, what is your method? How do you take to your craft in front of the camera, and how do you begin and how do you end?
So, for me, first and foremost, it might be early stage in my screen acting, but I really paid importance to my education for acting, which is, I did a full, like a really long 9-month diploma program in acting, in method acting from the Jeff Goldberg Studio. I did workshops with Neeraj Kabi sir, Atul Mongia sir, different approaches, different techniques to see what really works for me, to try out different things. I also did 2 theatre productions, which did several shows. So when I performed, when I was training there, when I was doing these shows, I tried a lot of things that work for me, don't work for me, etc. And also in auditions, like because I give so many auditions, I approach every audition with the entire method, because that's the only way you're probably going to reach it in that one scene that you have to do, So for this particular character, so Koyal is someone who has probably had a polar opposite life of what I have, right? She's a tribal girl from West Bengal. I'm a city girl born and brought up in Bombay. She speaks in broken Hindi, broken Bangla. She has had a childhood which will unravel in the show, which has a lot of impact on what she is today. She's had her sister shot dead in front of her, so there's a lot that has happened in her life. So obviously there are many stages to approaching a character. I mean, for something like this, it has to be wholesome, so then very first thing that I do is sit and chart out sort of an entire backstory of the character, what brings the character to who she is today, her personality traits, who is she. Koyal is an introvert, she's at home in the jungle, like that's where her home is, all of those things. And then what is her motivation is one of the most key things to understand, is what is her motivation. Why does she do what she does? Why does she say what she says? Then there's the workshopping which I had with Ashish sir, where he told me his perspective on the character. Also with Siddharth sir, he's the writer, what is his perspective on the character? Siddharth sir told me one very key thing which he told me to remember throughout, that he's like, for Koyal, it's all in the eyes. It's all in the eyes. She doesn't have too many dialogues at all, but her pain, her childhood, her everything is in her. Her anger is, her misery, her all her revenge, all of those things are in her eyes, right? So it has to be real. Between action and cut, it has to be real. So then we also did a whole lot of movie referencing, like Ashish asked me to watch a bunch of movies like Bandit Queen, like Beasts of No Nation, where I could pick up things from. I also had a tutor to train me in Bangla, because all my lines are in that language, so I had to have the pronunciations right, etc.
Was that a little difficult, the fact that you were speaking in an alien language, you're not really aware of Bangla, and you're not a Bengali yourself, so was that a little difficult?
It was difficult. It is because one of the main things for me one of the things that is so important to me is to be authentic, is to seem authentic, especially for a character like this, which is so far from me. So it was difficult, but it was also super exciting, from like a lot of people ask me that this is your first role, and like I'm completely without makeup, zero makeup, nothing. My hair is just nothing. There's nothing. I'm wearing like one piece of clothing throughout the show. So like, this is your first project.
What are you saying? Are you just one piece of clothing throughout the show?
No, as in like, it's not like so there's the wedding party, there are all of these things. So I'm just going to say this much, that my character is from the tribal background. And for me, it's not about my hair, makeup, kuch nahi, nothing, right? So it all boils down to, it just has to be, I just have to act the part. And for me, the most important thing for this part was to be able to do justice to Koyal and to be authentic while I do that. So there was the training in Bengali. Then I used to do this thing. So I use this technique called meditation and relaxation a lot to prepare to get into a role. So somehow during that entire time, I used to keep meditating to jungle sounds. Like, it sounds weird when I say it, but like on YouTube, there are these jungle sounds, which is like the silence of the jungle, the chirping, the rustling of leaves.
Yes.
Like this, I used to meditate to that, because that's where my peace is at. That's where my comfort is at. That's where my home is at. So for me, I used to get a lot into that character by doing that as well. And it is obviously, and a lot happens on set once you're in hair and makeup and the environment. And it's just also about being present in that moment. And it's much easier than it sounds easier. It's easier said than done, because for any character, whatever you're playing, being present in the moment is the most important thing between action and cut. And like Debu sir also said, like, it's for me, I don't think I have yet figured out how to immediately cut out from a role, or how to, just snap in and out. It's not something that works for me. So like, on set, when we were shooting in the jungle, while on days that I'm shooting, I would just cut off and sit by myself. I wouldn't talk to a lot of people, because that's who Koyal is. She's by herself. She's an introvert. She probably doesn't even understand what other people are saying around her, So yeah, so all of those things, a lot, like Devu sir said, a lot goes into getting that character together.
Apeksha, from what I understand, since I have been a student of Satyajit Ray Film and Television Institute in Calcutta, and with film direction as my specialization, what I understand is when a dialogue is written for any actor, for that matter, enacting. I mean, even it's on both the sides. I mean, if you have a dialogue, it's easier. It makes the job easier to emote. But when there is silence, even the director and the writer has to, kind of put the silences in such a way that it actually creates an impact, and it is more impactful. And at the same time, it's also very difficult for the actor to emote just by not speaking, just through her eyes and the expression. So how difficult was that, since you stated that you had to do that? And correct me if I'm wrong, Apeksha and Dibyendu.
Yeah. Was it difficult? I don't know. I think for me, the most important thing is getting into the skin of the character. And then these silences, then those very few lines, it just becomes more natural, because it wouldn't be any other way for the character. So it's not exactly... Sometimes I feel like there's so much more that we convey from silence. There's so much, like Devu sir said, there's so much that we convey when we're listening to the other person, because it's not just acting, it's also reacting. It's, there are two people. There's
it's mostly reacting.
Yeah, so it's not exactly difficult. In fact, I thought that was exciting. That for me was very challenging and exciting. So yeah.
Dibyendu, you tell me, what was perhaps one of the most difficult parts of shooting the series? I mean, in terms of your role, in terms of the circumstances you were in, I mean, your character was in the show.
The most difficult part, see, Sandeep, actually, मैं कभी भी कोई भी character ने मेरे लिए एक challenge छोड़ता है, कोई भी character, respective every character, मतलब जब भी मैं कोई character छूता हूँ और देता हूँ, वो हर एक कैरेक्टर, बिकॉज हर एक कैरेक्टर अलग है, मैं वो नहीं हूँ जो कैरेक्टर, जैसे कि मैं, मेरे अंदर सब कुछ है, मतलब ये कोई भूतिया खेल नहीं, इट्स नॉट अ घोस्टली एक्ट दैट आई गो इनटू द कैरेक्टर comes into me. It is not like that. It is a completely craft and method. So it is the guy. I am only transferring myself and cultivating my that part of my life. Like when I'm a villain, then I am cultivating my bad side, my ugly things, and वो उसको मैं nurture करता हूँ. So then वो आता है. अगर मैं God हूँ तो मैं अच्छे goodness को nurture कर तो goodness आ जाएगा. अब बाकी अगर human being को अगर पकड़ा जाए तो we are all flawed. तो जो flaws है वो flaws actually आपके character को flesh and blood बनाता है. So you understand, तो every character में वो एक flaws तो रहता है. तो मैं actually हर एक character मेरे लिए एक challenge throw करता है क्योंकि वो आदमी मैं नहीं. तो मैं किसी भी character में जब जाता हूँ तो उस character शुरू में हर एक character मेरे लिए लगता है कि यार इसको मैं अच्छी तरीके से, तो first day of shoot मेरे लिए बहुत important होता है. तो first day of shoot जब मैं कैरेक्टर को पकड़ता हूँ तो फर्स्ट डे मुझे उस कैरेक्टर का सोर पता होना चाहिए एग्जैक्टली. मैं बार ट्राई करता हूँ कि, और मैं अनलर्निंग प्रोसेस में ज्यादा जाता हूँ कि मैं कैटेगरिकली ब्रेक डाउन कर लेता हूँ कि ये कैरेक्टर अगर बात करेगा तो कैसे बात करेगा, कैसे बात कर रहा है. तो मैं वो वाला एस्पेक्ट खत्म कर देता हूँ कि कैसे ये आदमी बात कभी नहीं करेगा. यू गॉट द पॉइंट. तो अनलर्न मैं सबसे पहले कर देता हूँ. ये टिक. As the first day of shoot is always a challenging day for me. So, और अभी हमारा Undekhi में first day of shoot got cancelled because of the snowfall. So अब ऐसे situation में जब आप जाते हो तो भाई यार पहला दिन था, आज का shoot कैसे हो गया. इसका मतलब कल भी एक पहला दिन ही होगा मेरा. आज मैं सोच रहा था कि I'll get done. पहला दिन मेरे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. मेरा नर्वस सेल काम करता है कि नया यूनिट है, नया कैरेक्टर है, मैं कैसे नए लोग है क्योंकि और it's a cinema is making. There are there are 50 odd people are there on the set. You know, कि कोई light ले खड़ा है, कोई ये ले खड़ा है. There are so many people because everybody is doing their job. You also, you are a component.
Yes.
You are also doing your job. So first is very, very important. और snowfall की वजह से first day का shooting cancel हो गया, तो next day मेरा इससे first day हो गया. So that was the fun part of it. So, but every character is a huge challenge for me. I respect every character. कि मैं उस character को respect के साथ deal करता हूँ. So that is a unique human being also.
Actually, Dibyendu, you've got to tell me that you have worked in the Kolkata film industry as well. You worked in Bollywood as well. What is the main difference between these two, places, industries? कोई difference ही नहीं.
Yeah, see, film industry का कोई difference तो मुझे लगता ही नहीं. But I've worked with Hollywood people also in my,
in terms of how they approach work and how they shoot, how long they take, and what is the process. There must be some difference.
Difference, Calcutta, shooting in Calcutta is a different issue altogether. Shooting in Bombay, Bombay is a city है, city के हिसाब से दोनों अलग-अलग शहर है. Creatively, I don't think that there is much of difference because so technicians are like Bengali technicians here भी है, वहाँ भी है. Hindi तो different state के technicians यहाँ भी है, वहाँ भी है, because Calcutta is also equally एक बहुत बड़ा film industry है as like South and all. So बहुत ज़्यादा difference कुछ लगता नहीं मुझे. तो काम आदमी तो उधर भी करता है, इधर भी करता है. So and creative process दोनों जगह पे है, और creative दोनों ही बहुत ही creative जगह है. दोनों जगह में बहुत अच्छी फिल्में बनती है. वहाँ तो क्या क्लासिक्स बन चुके हैं कलकत्ता में, और Hindi of course it's a mainstream industry. So I don't think that there is, मुझे कोई इतना ज़्यादा difference तो दिखता नहीं. But हाँ, कलकत्ता में शूट करना मुझे अच्छा लगता है, क्योंकि जब मैं कलकत्ता जाता हूँ, because I am a Calcutta boy, so वहाँ शूट करना तो मुझे मेरे लिए एक स्पेशल मैटर तो हो ही जाता है. But otherwise there is no difference. मतलब आदमी को खेत वहाँ भी जोतना पड़ता है.
Yes, absolutely. What part of the show, I mean, was there a part at all that you thought was difficult for you to shoot?
I tell you, like in terms of practically, there were loads of challenges because Manali is freezing cold, right? So on our very first day, the very first day of the shoot got cancelled because it started snowing. And then 2-3 days after, you can't shoot because the whole landscape has changed because of the snow. And obviously you're freezing, you're feeling so cold, but you have to act through that. And the rest of the crew can put on layers and stuff, but you can't. So obviously, definitely the weather was a challenge. Then there was also, as my character, I have a few stunts in the show as well, which you'll see once the show is out. And because of the character I'm playing, I'm barefoot throughout the show. I'm barefoot. So in the jungle, like most of my sequences are in the jungle. So I have had to do all of those stunts, long running sequences where we're using drones and stuff. All in my clothes, I can be wearing shoes or I can be wearing some footwear. But for the white shots, I have to be barefoot. So those were challenges because, the production would try to like put on, we've done everything. Like they've tried to put on tape, they've tried to put on, like they've tried to stick a sole to my feet and stuff like that. But it didn't work, right? And even when I'm shooting, like say they're using a particular path, they would clear that path of thorns, but there's just so much you can do. So, all of those things were challenging. Sometimes like a thorn or two would get into my foot. Like that has happened a few times. Ashish sir, after a day shoot, he would come and help me remove it because, sometimes that will happen. So that was definitely a challenge, like doing stunts and doing those jungle sequences without wearing shoes or without any footwear. That was a little bit tricky. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the choreograph that you have, a little bit about your character in the show, because till now, whatever you've said has really, made me really intrigued by the fact that you don't really have much dialogue, you got to move through your eyes and all the difficulties that you face while shooting, and then your sister gets killed in the show, and all of these things have actually. This is more like a film. It's already like a script is gradually, what do you call that? Unfolding in front of me. Yes, you're going to tell
Good.
me.
Okay, so from what I can tell at this point, like I've already said, she's a Bengali girl belonging to the Sundarbans in the tribal area. She has in the show, she's traveling from Sundarbans to Manali with her sister to be a dancer in a wedding. And she has left Sundarbans for some reason, which unravels in the show. And she's gone to Manali and she's dancing at this wedding. And what you see in the teaser is that my sister gets shot in front of me.
Yes, yes.
And the story is what ensues from that point on. So Koyal is, like I said, she is a product of everything her childhood has been. What I can say is it's definitely not been the easiest. She's gone through a lot. And she's reached this point in her life when she escapes with her sister, and when she does, her sister gets shot. So it is what ensues from that point on, and how she deals with that, and what character change that brings into Koel in the rest of the show. I mean, I think I can reveal about this much at this point, but she's faced a lot of trauma and continues to do so. And yeah, like from what I can also talk about is also that there are some stunts in the show that I do as Koyal. A lot of my sequences are in the jungle, which is what my home is. I've been born and brought up in the Sundarbans jungle, and that's where I feel at home. So when I am in the Manali jungle, that's where my character also sort of shifts. But I guess that's about it that I can say. But I can definitely promise that it is, and not just for my character, but for every single character in the show, the character graph is absolutely something to look out for. And one of the reasons why I fell in love with Koyal's character is because of the character graph that she takes. And yeah, that's very, very, it was amazing for me to hear that, and I was sold at that point. So yeah.
Dibyendu, you tell me a little bit about your character. What kind of character do you play in the show?
See, the thing is that in the very first teaser, you can understand from the teaser, you can understand there's a mutilated body and one cop is there to investigate it. And तो आप पता ही चलता है कि कैरेक्टर को देखिए, कैरेक्टर आ रहा है, लोग अमरूद खाते हुए, मतलब सेब खाते हुए, और आके, okay, it's like okay, he's a cop. He is of course a cop. His name is DSP Barun, goes from West Bengal Police. So he's smart, he's witty, he's full of life, he loves eating. So at the same time, he's vulnerable. Last year of job है, कि ये सब कुछ है, उसके बावजूद भी ये आदमी कि बहुत कुछ है जिसको इसको जिंदगी में प्रूव करना है, कि इसको जिंदगी में कि और he has a strong background which if you go to the series, you can relate to it. He has a strong background, so and that's why he's very vulnerable too, also in life sometimes. And वो जैसे कि बॉलीवुड इंडस्ट्री में या फिर मेन स्ट्रीम इंडस्ट्री में, हॉलीवुड में हम देखते हैं सुपर कॉप होता है जो मतलब जो आसानी से वो सब कुछ खत्म कर दे रहा है, तो रियल लाइफ में ऐसा बहुत मुश्किल से होता है. रियल लाइफ में देयर आर लॉट ऑफ जुडिशियरी प्रॉब्लम्स, लॉट ऑफ इन्फ्लुएंस, किसी का भी इन्फ्लुएंस काम में आ जाता है. sometimes cops are helpless, what to do. Then if you see my character in this series, then there are a lot of opportunities, a lot of other things, a lot of hope, so you can see. So it's a very, 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 very beautiful character. I mean, love with this character. So इससे ज़्यादा मैं बता नहीं सकता because you know this is the kind of story you need to see because it is full, it's fast paced narrative with lots of turn and twists and real life events, you know, okay, और समाज के दो स्पेक्ट्रम को पकड़ के ये हो रहा है कि एक जगह में मर्डर हो रहा है जो कि मतलब you know कि to end the year of abuse, you know, के operations और एंड एक जगह में एक मर्डर हो रहा है कि जो कि जो जहाँ लोगों के वैल्यू ऑफ लाइफ जीरो है बिल्कुल एंड यू आर जस्ट मर्डरिंग फॉर द शॉक, यू नो, जस्ट माइट है, मतलब क्या है, किसी को मार दिया। तो एक दोनों ही कानून की तरह कानून में मुजरिम है, मतलब कि उधर गुनहगार, लेकिन एक का कोई चारा नहीं है, मतलब he has to do that, he had to do that and he is running for life। और दूसरा बंदा क्या कर रहे हैं, ऐसा हजारों काम कर चुका है वो, तो वो इस चीज को अपने इन्फ्लुएंस के तले, यू नो, पावर के तले थोड़ा सा दबा के रख रहा है। सो कब तक, मतलब कि जो लोगों ने देखा है, ये जो देखा है वो अनदेखी कर दे, या फिर जो सुन अपने कानों से सुना वो अनसुनी कर दे। The story, the whole series is all about that, you know। So it is there, the story, ये series हमेशा लोगों को ये haunt करता रहेगा आखिर तक कि what is your stand to be, what kind of stand you want to take, like you want to say protest, you want to do protest, or you want to take a stand, or you just go ना ये मुझे कुछ नहीं आता, मैंने कुछ नहीं देखा types, you know। So it's very relevant. The best part of this series is very relevant. And the suspense thriller, so that is why I cannot reveal so much.
I understand. Yes, it's absolutely.
You know, just to add to what Debu sir said, that this series really, because it questions things that we potentially unsee in our life and move on, it has the potential to shake up the conscience of people, you know, about these things that happen around us. So it's very intriguing and very interesting, and like I said, like, we can't reveal much, but trust me, every single character has an amazing graph, so it's definitely something that is very interesting.
Yeah, you cannot actually episodes to दूर की बात है, you cannot imagine what is going to happen to the next scene. So it is that fast-paced narrative with the turn and twist.
Okay. All right. My final question to the two of you is, I mean, especially with the kind of scenario that we are living in right now and the coronavirus and the lockdown imposed by the coronavirus scare. And again, because the air is filled with remorse and regret with the recent events that has happened, I won't really, I mean, I'm not really harping on the Sushant Singh Rajput death case, but after that, the social media, you know, trolling of people like, I mean, some really big Bollywood, you know, personalities that have come to the fore. Do you think is newcomers nepotism really exists, and did it in any way? I mean, obviously, Dibyendu is not as much a newcomer. He's not really a newcomer, but being an outsider from the industry, do you guys think that nepotism does exist? And I mean, did you ever face anything of that sort? To the two of you.
Okay, you go, Debu sir, then I'll answer.
No, nepotism never touched me actually, because you know, I've been doing stuff like, मैं एक बेसिक कहावत में बिलीव करता हूँ, भगवान ऊपर वाले ने आपके थाली में जितना परोसा गया है उतना आपको खाना मिलेगा, उतना ही खाइए, संतुष्ट रहिए। तो मैं उतना ही, मतलब it's like grace of God, मतलब I've been doing work since Monsoon Wedding, then Dev D, my Black Friday. There's so many films like I've been doing, and I've been always been involved with the, you know, changing face of Indian cinema. ऐसे movies में मैंने काम किया, जिनके हजारों पैसे अब तक 56 मकबूल. So I've been doing work. You know, even if in the OTT platform, maybe I've been doing things. You know, कि जितना मुझे मिलता है, and I'm an actor. यार मुझे और ये सब चलता ही रहेगा, because you cannot help it. You know, it is an open industry. And of course, I am not an outsider right now. I'm insider. Outsider, insider. Now, which is many mata. Because because if it is an art form, then everybody is allowed to approach for that art form, and और हर कोई काम करना चाहता है, तो मुझे कभी ऐसा कुछ फेस नहीं करना पड़ा. And I've been doing work, decent work, और इंशाल्लाह और अभी अच्छा काम मिलेगा तो और भी अच्छा काम करेंगे, बिल्कुल करते रहेंगे. और so I'm not touched by that thing, or I don't know.
Okay. What about you, Apeksha?
What I feel is if there are factors that are out of my control, then why should I channelize my energy into that at all? Like, why should I think about something that is out of my control? I want to focus on things that I can control. I want to focus on being ready with my craft when I land that one audition that could potentially that could come into my life, or I want to be ready when I'm in front of the camera, those factors which I can control. In terms of, just nepotism, I think till a certain degree, it will happen. It happens in every industry, If tomorrow a businessman has to pass on his business, he's not going to pass it on to whoever is the best employee of the month. He's going to pass it on to his child or to his nephew, Agar, not just that, kisi kirane wale ko, when they first look for people to hire in their shop, they hire people who are from जो उनके गांव से हैं, वो गांव से बुलाते हैं, मेरे पास काम है, आप आ जाइए, ये till a certain degree it is going to happen, but so it's not in my control. It is the way it is, and I just have to make the most of it, and with no complaints or no regrets whatsoever, and also I think today's day and age, we are in a space where web is booming. We are in a space where, I feel like there are enough opportunities. There is, I don't know, I've been brought up thinking that there's enough sunshine for everybody, You just keep staying focused on what you want to do, and don't waste your energy thinking of what you can't. So that's my motto. Like, that's what I focus on.
All right. Okay. So it was a lovely conversation with the two of you, Apeksha and Dibyendu. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Sandeep with Desimartini. Signing off.
Thank you. Thank you, Sandeep.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dibyendu.
Lovely talking to you.
Yep. Lovely talking to you.
Yes. Stay safe and stay healthy.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye, Apeksha. Bye, Dibyendu.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye. Bye.